This that Friday night thing. Chillin' with my girls in my new J. Feeling good, but ain't looking for a new babe. Head down to Taylor Lobs, cause I'm up the street. Real talk, no lie. Feeling in my soul, that's a good vibe. Hoping it's the right people chillin' inside. If they ain't, then I'll dip straight out to sight. Don't even try. I just do me and I still be fly. Okay, we gon' see it's jumping. It ain't too crowded. Music is bumping. Hit that, yeah. Do my dance, that for a minute. Millie rock, hands still spinning. Crisscross, pop for a second. Now I'm chillin'. Just grab your line, I hit that. G, where it's at, we in there. Where is the Navy address? We bout to hit the kickback, yeah. We bout to hit the kickback, yeah. We bout to hit the kickback, yeah. I need the Navy address, yeah. We bout to hit the kickback, yeah.
Do say straight how I feel.
Hey, check it out. All right. So we know what's been going on this week with the Colin Kaepernick, the Nike ads, and all that. So I'm gonna ask the fellas this question: do we feel the athletes are obligated to use their platform to address social issues, the same way Kaepernick did, and the same way we know what's going on with Serena, the deal in the NFL, and all that? What you think?
I don't feel they obligated. You know, I mean, it's nice that they take their time and put their careers almost on the line, you know, for social issues, but they're not obligated.
Not obligated. Not at all. So, for instance, that people complain about Mike, right? About Jordan. They said Jordan didn't speak up enough, right? Because his platform, he felt like he was the largest athlete in the world. He should have spoke up more about things that was going on, especially back in his era when he was playing. So, but we see LeBron doing it now. LeBron is like front and center with it. So, what you think about Mike?
I agree with Tony. They're not obligated. They're not paid to do that. They're paid to play whatever sport it is. So whether it's basketball, football, whatever, their contract says, I play sports. That's what you do, right? Now, everybody can't be LeBron. I commend LeBron, but everybody can't be that. Everybody is not like that. And they shouldn't be obligated. And we shouldn't look at them bad for not doing it. We shouldn't look at them wrong. Okay. We can say, yes, you can use your platform, and obviously they can. But we shouldn't feel they're obligated, and we shouldn't look at them bad for not doing it, man. That's their prerogative. That's their choice.
Now I agree with Kev. When it comes to Mike, I have a huge issue because back when Mike was playing, kids was getting beat, robbed for their shoes and shit
with his name on it,
and he didn't say a goddamn thing.
Not true.
At the time.
What do you want him to say?
Come on, man. He could have came out and said something, especially in your own backyard with the city that you was playing in.
What do you want him to say?
And the fact that your shoes damn near is a car note. A car note, damn, a mortgage, and that's why kids is getting beat and stole from them because, hey, if they was able to get them and all that, but Mike should have said something at the time.
Did Starter come out and say something? When people was getting robbed with their coach? Did Wilson say something when people was taking people letters?
I get it, but it was more prominent with the Mikes.
But it's also a different era now. Now we have social media. So, like Oprah, Mike has done a lot.
Oh, yes.
But it just hasn't been spoken of the way things are spoken of.
I'm just talking about that one caveat. That's just a personal plea that he should have said something during that period of time. Because it was strong.
If he would have said something, would that have changed the crime outcome?
That's a what if. We don't know.
Even if he would have saved,
if he would have saved one kid, if he would have saved one kid, that's one kid that he saved.
Man, that was a problem that Kareem had with him, Jim Brown, a lot of those guys had with Mike that he didn't. But let's look at it from this side. Like these athletes now, they're a brand. Exactly. They're about business. They're about sponsors. They're making more money off the court and off the field than they are.
You know what I mean? Ostracize himself to tarnish the brand. The brand is the money.
And that has a lot to do with it.
So if Mike would have said something about, hey, you ain't got to rob and steal from my shoes and all that.
He just didn't do it publicly.
I want to say something. They did put pressure and were saying things, and Mike did make a statement. And this comparison
what, in the
with
defender?
Mike, No, he did make a statement. He did make a statement, but they try to compare Mike to LeBron, and Mike has done things and is doing things, but you don't have to broadcast. I commend everybody who does something because you're not obligated to do it, but LeBron has a school, and I commend him for that. That was beautiful. But who runs the curriculum? The same people who run the schools in Ohio. That's who's running the curriculum. You can go build a school, you can build a business, but who's running it? He has the same people running that school in Ohio who are responsible for the curriculum there. It's run by the Ohio Akron Public School.
I get you on that. I mean, LeBron, his school was publicized because of who he is. But people fail to realize Jalen Rose opened up a school up in Detroit.
Way before that.
Way before that. Way before that.
More
So it's
importantly,
about the athlete.
no, it's not about the athlete. More importantly, I think I know probably 80% of you all in here as black men. Y'all all are some good brothers. How many of us take our time, free time, and mentor another young brother? That's more important than Michael or LeBron getting on TV saying something any day of the week. When
Well,
you see a young brother,
it is,
that's
Tony,
a
but at the
rule,
same
it's a
time, though, they hold these athletes and they want to be just like them.
They do, but if you got a young brother that you see every day, and if you live
Right.
your life righteous, where that young boy can see a role model besides the drug dealer or the pimp, and he can say, that's somebody I want to be like. He only seeing Mike on TV, and he's saying the glamour. It's like a rapper. I want to be just like that. Well, all you see is
That's what they want to see. That's why they sagging their pants and running around here.
But if 5 of us one day a week go get a young brother, take him out, show him that there's more than basketball, the hood. When I first moved to Minnesota, one of my best friends who's dead today told me, "You want to go hunting? People don't hunt." He said, "Black people don't hunt."
Right.
There's more than the hood. There's a whole nother world out there. If all you've ever seen is downtown, you missing out on so much. My first time going to Mexico, damn, it's nice over there.
Right.
Now, you got to get out and see things and explore, meet people that introduce you that there are young black lawyers. There are people that can introduce you and show you things that's beneficial to your life.
No, that's a great point. But we still facing. There's still entertainers and athletes that you looked up to, and we all kind of looked up to. I mean, as far as, but I mean, they're very influential. I mean, let's face it. The song "Like Mike," everybody was singing. Everybody walking around with their shorts, with the big baggy shorts, and rocking the black socks, even or the Fab Five. All of them did the whole Michael Jordan thing. But I want to go somewhere else with it. Let me ask y'all a question. Well, I don't want to get into the Mike LeBron thing too heavy. Let's talk about back on Kaepernick. If Kaepernick could have seen fast forward, he could have seen into the future and knew that kneeling would have cost him his career, you think he would have still took a knee?
I do.
Yes.
Because it's bigger than his career to me.
No.
He actually see what's going on in our neighborhoods, and he felt it to the core. So me myself, I feel like athletes do have somewhat of an obligation. Financially, no, but their platform, yes. Because
Even
if that's the case,
if it could cost you your career.
hey, sometimes you have, like, what's this new slogan say? You got to believe in something, even if it costs you everything.
Yeah, but I think he knew.
Got to.
I think he knew that his career would. Going in, he had a possibility of his career ending.
But not that far.
I think he knew that.
He
had to know
I
that.
strongly disagree
I'm
with
not
that.
agree with that. But not necessarily kneeling the car. I think he knew it was going to be big consequences if he pushed it how he pushed it, so to speak.
He didn't
In
really
other
care.
words, In other words, he went in.
He had 56 million
100%.
reasons
All
why
in.
he wouldn't even care.
Yeah.
He
I
knew
guarantee-
that money was
I
in, so he took the
guarantee-
I'm
chance.
like, this one I'm on.
He got his money, he took the chance.
I guarantee if we go back in time and he had to do it all over again, he would do it in a much different route than what he did.
I mean, that's the story behind him. Really, his girl is the activist. She put him on what was happening. It's really his girl who he dated. She the activist. That do the little blonde shit.
But let's be
She
real
put-
about
She
it.
put him on the shit.
It wasn't just because of that, because we can go back to Sharif Abdul Rahim. He did it with his religion. What happened? He was ostracized by the NBA.
No doubt.
He didn't play no more. So
Hodges
it
too.
ain't just that. Craig Hodges
Craig
also.
Hodges too.
But
Right.
I guarantee you, each and every one of them would do it in a different way. I'm not saying that they wouldn't do it, but they would do it in a much different way where it would not strip the thing they love to do.
Because at the end of the, and that's a great point, Ben. At the end of the day, from the first time you put on a piece of equipment in Pop Warner, you dream of playing in the NFL.
Right.
The
That's
first
your
time
dream.
you put on your
Sure.
basketball shorts, you dream of playing in the NBA. And so, my whole life, I've been doing it all to get here, and I'm gonna risk it all and lose it all in the prime of my career. Because what, Kaepernick's
Not the end
20,
of your career.
Yeah.
27, he ain't even 30 yet. He in the prime of his career.
Because
And he can still do it. He lost pretty much everything. You can't tell me that man would not rather be on the football field tomorrow than on the Nike ad today.
see, my thing is, it's the thought process behind it that would change. A lot more thought and planning would go into it because as we go back to the captain, Kareem was big in standing up for his people, but the way he did it did not step off into his career in his career.
That's a different. You know what?
Cap
though?
and everybody would have put a little more thought process.
But
He wouldn't have been
Jim Brown.
pushing. His girl wouldn't have pushed him off the cliff. He would have climbed down.
But you know that was a different time back then. right?
different time or not, it
Muhammad
does not
Ali,
matter.
Kareem, that was a different
How about
time.
this fact? Them guys is great at what they did. Kaepernick was a marginal quarterback. If he would have really been a standout quarterback, his ass would have a job. He ain't that good, though.
So is it? But it's
I totally agree with
But it ain't
you.
about his
I said that a long
It ain't
time
about-
ago.
It's partially about
Ain't about
his
it.
play. It's 50-50.
Why
It's
about it?
partially about his play. It's
Why
partially
haven't
about
LeBron
his
lost his job?
We can all sit here right now and name 15 quarterbacks that Kaepernick is better than right now, and we know that.
Yeah,
so it ain't about his. It ain't about his.
His
It
last
ain't
3
about his.
seasons, he was terrible.
The man should at
I'm
least
not
be a
saying he's
backup.
the top quarterback.
The
What
man
I'm
should be a
saying
backup
is
somewhere.
he's better than half these quarterbacks that's in the league.
But Kev, I
That's
guarantee you,
facts.
if he would have did that right after his Super Bowl run, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
Right.
Well, then he'd be a Super Bowl. So it's a little different. He would be a Super Bowl. He would come off a Super Bowl.
But he lost it.
He lost.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he balled out, and if
It's
he would have did it immediately after that, we would not be sitting here today having that conversation.
Well, we can even take it back to Ali. Ali, for his beliefs, pretty much cost him the prime of his career.
Yeah.
Stripped the title, wouldn't let him box. What, three years? It was a nice little time. You know, when he had to sit out,
It hit him hard.
it hit him hard. But I just don't
Say he
believe.
come back.
I truly believe Muhammad Ali would have rather been defending his title than standing behind a podium behind a microphone, preaching to the world about the injustice.
But the thing
But he
is,
was able to
the
come
difference
back.
is,
Kaepernick
like
was
Red
he wasn't the
said,
same though when he came back.
Ali
But he
went
was
out.
saying that, too.
He got those 3 years. He was at the top of his career,
Yeah.
and he was great. So when he came back, he was still able to be great.
Here's the difference.
If
he was,
Cap
he was
would-
able to come back though. Cap ain't getting enough.
I don't even think Cap is going to outdo
not giving him
RG3
enough
if
shot.
he came back.
They
Right?
won't even
That's
bring
my
him.
point.
They won't even bring him to summer camp, bro. They won't even bring him to training camp. So if it's about his skills, then give him the chance to at least try out. Why he can't come to training camp with 32 teams? He can't try out with nobody.
Well, the NFL.
So that's more than his
NFL's
skill.
controlled
That's not
by
about his skill.
NFL's controlled by conglomerate. That's
I got the answer
totally
to that.
different. Boxing is a little different
I can't
because
try out.
boxing
I got the
is
answer
boxing
to
is individual. Muhammad Ali was a draw. Eventually, they was gonna bring him back. You had to bring back Muhammad Ali because that's an individual sport. But when the other owners, when you got billionaires who control whether you're gonna be on my team or not, then I mean that the risk Kaepernick took was way bigger than what I.
So
did.
let's stop talking about his skills. Then.
But let me tell you
Because he
why.
can't try out with 32 teams.
You made the amount of skills.
He can't try out.
Wait a minute, 5 years, maybe say 6 years ago, if Adrian Peterson did the same thing, do you think he wouldn't be on the team? His
What if
skills
he
would have
did?
overtook all the board.
Yeah.
Minnesota would have said, we don't care what he do. That's our running back. He's
But-
the best.
okay, fine.
He is the best right now. Switch it up. Say if Aaron Rodgers was black. You think he wouldn't be playing?
It would.
He
Oh,
would.
yeah, definitely.
It's his skills.
Yeah,
But okay, if it's his skills, let's say he's not a starter, he should at least be invited to one of 32 teams to at least try out.
Who's
to
older,
see if
LeBron
his skills-
James or
You know what I mean? Like if
Who's
you
older?
LeBron.
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 You think LeBron's gonna sit? If he kneel every time, you think they'll sit him down?
no,
No. You think his sales will drop? No.
So what y'all
It's
saying
his
is,
skills.
To Kevin's point,
But
what
you're not
y'all
letting
saying
him
is,
try out, bro.
The man ain't good
He
enough
has
for an
better-
opportunity.
He has
to
good
try
enough
out
skills
for
to
the team.
try out for a damn squad,
does,
bro.
But he
You
don't
can't
have,
try out.
his skills aren't good enough for what he's trying to do.
Well, I think, but
so
what
you mean-
you're
you mean
saying,
that-
his
you
skill,
mean,
I don't think his skill set is good enough for an owner to risk losing sponsors and fans
Exactly.
and season ticket
Right.
holders over
So-
this guy who's probably at best a good backup
So it
player.
goes back to the owner.
The side shit.
Right, that's why.
I mean, yeah, the whole side show.
Bringing in the
I mean,
side.
Vic, it was people when he went to Philadelphia, they were marching outside the stadium.
Yeah.
And
But
this is a
Vic
man
was
that
there.
already went to jail, but it was Michael Vick.
It was
Hey.
Michael Vick.
So somebody's gonna take that chance.
The only thing Cap got for him is a tight ass afro. That's about it.
And skinny jeans.
Well, he ain't really get no. He said he wanted to play, but he ain't really show no effort to play.
Exactly.
In 2
'Cause
years,
guess
they
what?
ain't show no workout.
Guess what?
He wasn't
Baltimore
good.
gave him a try.
From what I saw,
They was gonna give it to him, they didn't give it to him.
Seattle reneged.
Cap threw the rock and wouldn't hit. He wouldn't hit. You didn't see him on the front, right on the front, saying, "Hey, I'm still at this, but this is what I'm doing." When Ali went over to Canada or whatever, they still showed him in the gym. He was boxing and he was still doing his thing. So it's like, man, he's keeping his skills tight. We ain't seen
Even with
shit
your social
from Cap.
media, he couldn't put a
That's
workout
right.
video
Sure,
out
video.
there.
I
Not to his players.
He made no video. He ain't showed himself working out.
That he dedicated to his craft.
Right.
What do
He
y'all
didn't
think
do
about
any of
Mike?
that.
Hey,
He just went
Man,
out.
we hard on
What
each
do y'all
other.
think about
Hey,
Mike taking
We
a
hard
chance?
on each other.
Hey, I think he was.
We
I
very
hard.
hard.
think he didn't want to try out like Ricky Jerry.
Greg, that's a good point. What Greg says is a good point. Is we are a lot harder on each other, but as blacks, it's like we carry a bigger burden. Like we expect way more out of our athletes as blacks than I think any other race. Any other culture. You don't expect one Latino to carry. If something happens in the Latin community, you don't expect one person to step up and carry the whole burden. We put it on that athlete bad.
I don't think that's
We
fair.
hard on each other.
And one of the reasons we do our athletes that way because those are our role models. And that goes back to what I was saying. We need people to teach young black men how to be better role models. But if that's all you know, and that's your way that's my way out the hood, or that's my way out it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Education will always be.
Sell rocks and have a wicked jump shot. Ain't that what it's
So,
like go? Yeah, but at the same time, we are in an era where everything's about balling out. Pretty much, if you ain't driving a Benz, you ain't shit. If you ain't rocking $300 gym shoes, you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the era that these kids are coming up in now, it's a whole different ball game. We can go in all day on all this. We're gonna keep the conversation going.
What the hell is them shoes? Them dress shoes.
When your athletes start wearing socks,
It's Friday night. I'm gonna need something to do. I'm gonna hit this little kickback. It's that Friday night thing. Chillin' with my girls in my new J. Good, but ain't looking for a new babe. Head down to Taylor Lobs, cause I'm up the street. Real talk, no lie. Feeling in my soul, that's the good.